Good morning, everyone. So today is Saturday. It's day 5 of this 7 by 7 reading challenge / journey. So today is the first day of the weekend, obviously. And I don't know if I can vlog that much, but I will try to do frequent check-ins, and we will see how things will turn out to be. Anyway, so for today, as a starter, I'm gonna start with Night of the Dragon. As of yesterday, I've reached almost third of this book, so now I'm gonna try to read as much as I can. I don't know if I can finish it today or not, but I'm gonna try. I didn't wake up that early today, by the way, so I'm still low in energy, even though I ate breakfast and everything, and I tried to wake up, but I'm still a little sleepy, I think because I slept a little bit too much today. Well, not too much, but a little bit over the hours that I usually sleep. I usually wake up at 7 or something like that, or even before, but today I woke up at 9:30. So yeah, and right now it is 11:06, so it's definitely a late start for me. But we will see. I'm gonna finish those 7 hours, and I'm gonna try to update you when I can. So yeah, let's get right into the reading. So let's have our first check-in for today. I'm now at page 154, and the end is really near. You can feel things shifting around, and the whole point of this whole series is coming together right now. Interested, at the same time a little bit nervous, because I said that in the previous vlog, but the end, I've heard that the end is very unique, that you will either love it or hate it. So I'm quite interested, but at the same time a little bit scared. I really loved the series, and the more I read, I actually feel that how much I loved this series, even though I struggled a little bit with the second one. But now, after I started with the third one, I actually feel better about the second one. I don't know. Just everything is coming together, and yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna continue with reading right now, and it's now 12:51. I don't think I can finish 7 hours. I hope I can, but if I couldn't, then yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let me just continue right now with the reading. just finished dinner. I took about like an hour break. As I said before, it's the weekend, so there's no specific schedule for this specific day, and tomorrow is gonna be the same. So yeah, I have already reached page 207 of Night of the Dragon, and I'm quite enjoying it. I was thinking about changing, like, for the last 2 hours of reading journey for today. I was thinking maybe I could read something else for like the last 2 hours, but then I decided to just like keep reading this, and even if I didn't finish it, it's okay. I will keep reading until like the 2 hours pass, and then we will have a chill night. By we I mean me and my husband. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna vlog again today. I don't want to be thinking about vlogging or anything, so yeah, I will definitely give you an update tomorrow. Before I forget, it's now 17:03, and yeah, I think I have less than 2 hours to complete today's reading journey, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow in just a second. Good morning, everyone. So today is day 6 of this challenge, of this reading challenge, and I slept in. It's Sunday, and yeah, and then just I wasn't feeling like doing anything in the morning. Now I will pick up where I left yesterday. I still have under 100 pages, a little bit over actually, 105. And it will be finished. I'm quite happy and quite sad at the same time. I liked this story. I'm quite sad because I don't want it to end, which is unusual for me, because I really want to know how this will end, but still. I think after I finish it, I will probably take a break, like a half an hour break, to cook dinner or, do something that is other than reading. And then to prepare myself to start Baptism of Fire. I'm gonna start this today. I don't know if I can finish it today, of course, obviously. It is a little bit over 300 pages, so 350 pages actually. So yeah, it's gonna take a while for me before I finish it. I will probably finish it tomorrow, but it's not gonna be something that I could finish just today, specifically since I still have like 100 pages to go with the first book. It's now 11:51, super late for what I'm used to for the last few days of this challenge. And now I'm gonna settle you right there and start reading. Just finished Night of the Dragon, and I have mixed feelings, but none of them are really like hating the end or anything, but it's just a little bit of sadness that this trilogy had ended. So to sum up the experience of reading this book, I have to say that it has some certain tropes, generally speaking, which is the chosen one trope. And I know that could be something very interesting for some people and very irritating for other people. And some people don't really care that much as long as they like the characters and the story, generally speaking. But it relies heavily on that. Not only this book, but the whole trilogy, of course. And also the romance or the love story in here is very, very apparent and very obvious, and it takes place in the whole story, so it takes a great part of the story. So if that's something that could bother you, then you might not enjoy this book or this trilogy, generally speaking. But I didn't mind it. I felt that the other aspects of the story also were very apparent and very interesting, so I didn't mind that. But anyway, I have loved the journey and I'm quite happy that I've read this trilogy. Now I'm gonna go and make some dinner or see something like that. Anyway, it's now 15:51. Anyway, I'm gonna take like 45 minutes break. We're gonna make some dinner and I will return to reading and I will start Baptism of Fire. I'm super excited for that. Monday. I'm going out for my morning walk/run and I hope I will be energized, and then we will go together through the last day of the reading challenge. So yeah, I'm super excited, a little bit tired. I will see you in a bit. Now let's go out for a little run or walk. I have just finished multiple stuff to do before I start reading. I took a shower, I dried my hair, I ate breakfast. Now I am ready to actually start the reading. It's now 10:22. Yeah. And I'm gonna read from, as I said before, The Witcher. So I'm gonna continue now and I'll keep you updated if I manage to finish this today. Hopefully I can. welcome back to the last part of this vlog. I have just finished with Baptism of Fire, and that also happened to be that I finished today's challenge because I have just completed 7 hours of reading, and now it is 17:33 and I finished about like 5 minutes ago, but I just managed to bring the books and that I want to talk about with you. Oh god, I can't talk. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this book. Well, when I finished Time of Contempt, I think it was the first day of this whole 7x7 challenge, I said that that one was probably my favorite so far. And I said specifically so far because I was hoping that there will be something more. I also predicted that probably I would love another book as well. And maybe even all of them, who knows. This book right here is my current favorite book of The Witcher. And probably one of my favorite books, generally speaking. The writer in here just really dives into psychology and to a little bit of philosophy as well. But the way he approached those aspects through the characters or through the dialogues that happens among these characters is just phenomenal, and I am completely impressed. Yeah, I was really blown away. I flew through this book, and I usually don't do that. I said this before, I usually try to read in a lower pace. I don't like, slower pace. I don't like to burn through books, but I read this book really quickly according to my reading standards usually. So yeah, this was a fun read, and I don't know what else to say about this book, but this book is just, I really loved it. I really loved it, and I'm looking forward to actually completing the series. I don't know if I will be picking up the other book right away. I probably will, because I don't think I can wait now after reading this one, but still I'm gonna try to switch it up a little bit and maybe read something else. I have other books that are not exactly fantasy that I want to read, and I also have some other books that they are fantasy and I also want to read, but they are not necessarily from the Witcher series. But I can't promise. I might say that I will pick up something else, and when I wake up tomorrow I will be like, no, I want to read the next one. And also something else I remembered now, that I was talking about how the writer was capable of just diving through human emotions, generally speaking, and not that he didn't do that in the other books, because I definitely saw that in the other books, but there are some certain scenes in here, in my opinion, that for some reason I was capable of seeing that even clearer in this book. Maybe because now I'm going further into the story that I am feeling this connection, maybe. Yeah, so that will leave us for the last bits and pieces that I want to talk about, and that will be the conclusion of this whole experiment. Now, I personally feel really happy with the results that I have right now. I feel like I accomplished something by just finishing this whole challenge or reading journey. For the past 7 days, I had a lot of fun, and I also had a lot of interesting moments that passed through those times, because in some moments I really felt tired, but I pushed through anyway. I know 7 hours may not sound that much for a lot of people, but 7 hours of reading, specifically speaking. But for me, it was a challenge, because as I said before, even on like the best cases, I will probably not read more than 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, so reading 7 hours were quite interesting. I am now feeling that, I don't know, I'm capable of reading 4 hours a day with ease. Now I feel like 3 or 4 hours a day is not a problem after I finished this week. Maybe it's silly to think that, but I don't know, that's how I feel right now. Anyway, let's sum up all the things that I've read for this challenge. First of all, I have definitely finished some books that I started even before the challenge, and there are a couple of books that I have started before the challenge and I didn't finish because I'm going through them really slowly. The whole idea of this challenge is not about the numbers of books that I will read, but it's just you know, it's nice to recall what I actually read and what I finished and what I started and didn't finish and whatever. So first of all, I have only read from one non-fictional book, which is Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. And as I said before, this is not like a read that I want to proceed in one setting or even like just at once. I am reading this very, very slowly, and I'm quite happy with the progress that I'm making in this book. I read a little bit of this. I also read a little bit of Haruki Murakami Kafka am Strand, which is the German name for Kafka on the Shore. And again, I'm going through this very, very slowly, but I'm actually making a little bit of progress. I was only third of the way when I came back to this book, and now I am almost halfway through. So that is a progress for me. I also started What Are You Going Through by Sigrid Nonetz, and I reached half of the book, and I started this during this vlog or these vlogs, but I felt it is not fair to continue the book while I was feeling that I don't want to read the book. And it wasn't because of the actual book, but it was more of the genre and my mood. My mood wasn't at all in reading literary fiction, so I thought it would be a disservice for me and for the book if I just like kept on reading just because I have to finish it. So I DNF'd this book just for now. I am not someone who DNFs books, so I will return to this at one point, but maybe like in a few days, maybe in a few months, I'm not quite sure, but definitely not forever. Anyway, one book that I have two books that I started before this challenge and I managed to complete during this challenge. And one of them is Time of Contempt. I talked about this book, love this one. The other one, Soul of the Sword by Julie Kagawa, and this is the second book of the Shadow of the Fox trilogy. I loved it, but not as much as the first one, and definitely not as much as the last book in this trilogy, which is Night of the Dragon. And that book I have started during this challenge, during these 7 days, and I finished during these 7 days. So it's pretty much Again, one of the books that I would consider a favorite, not only like through this trilogy specifically, but generally speaking, it is one of my favorite books right now. I really loved this one. I felt a lot of things were unique about it, even though there are some certain tropes in here that are not necessarily that unique, but I still was really like rooting for everything in this book. This one, as I said, was a favorite, and I also, the last one, which I finished today and I talked about at the beginning of the end of this vlog. Anyway, this book is also my favorite. So, do I have anything else to say by the end of this vlog? I don't think so. So yeah, I should stop like here because I have nothing else or nothing more to say about this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this style of videos because I certainly enjoyed filming them. They are a lot more freeing than the other videos that I was making. And yeah, take care. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you will join me on the next one as well. So until then, bye!